Hey friends, I am back with another story by Kevin Henkes. If you can remember, he is the same author that wrote the story called Owen. And if you watched me on the DeForest Public Library's Facebook site, I did a read aloud of another book by Kevin Henkes called Chrysanthemum. And this book is also by him, and it is called Lilly's Purple Plastic Purse. Lilly loved school. She loved the pointy pencils, she loved the squeaky chalk, and she loved the way her boots went clickety-clack, clack, all the way down the shiny hallways. Lilly loved the privacy of her very own desk. She loved the fish sticks and the chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Mr. Slinger was sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts. He wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lilly, and that was just about all she could say was wow. Instead of greeting students or good morning pupils, Mr. Slinger would wink and say, howdy. He thought that desks in rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents want to put your desks in a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks. Things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lilly. Me too, said her friends Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lilly pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I'm the teacher, she told her baby brother Julius. Listen up. Lilly even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. What's wrong with Lilly? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of their classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lilly went often. She had lots of pictures. She drew lots of pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote lots of stories about him, too. During sharing time, Lilly shared one of her creations to the entire class. Big, friendly Mr. Nice Man Teacher. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. And at the very last second, Mr. Slinger saved the cold, starving elderly. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lilly stood in line, even though she didn't even ride the bus. Lilly raised her hand more than anyone in the class, even if she didn't know the answer. And she volunteered after school to stay and clap the erasers. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher, said Lilly. Great choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lilly came to school, especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lilly had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain just like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune every time it was opened. Lilly wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. But Lilly had a really hard time listening. Lilly really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lilly had a hard time being considerate. Lilly really, really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. You need to wait until recess or until sharing time. But Lilly could not wait. The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. Look, said Lilly. Look, everyone, look what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger, and he was not amused. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lilly's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lilly longed for the purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack that Mr. Slinger gave before recess. That afternoon, Lilly went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought and she thought and she thought, and then she became angry. She thought and she thought and she thought some more, and then she became furious. She thought and she thought and she thought some more, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Big, fat Mr. Stealing Teacher. Claws, bad. Thief, bad. Wanted by FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. Right before the last bell rang, Lilly sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lilly and gave her back her purple plastic purse. "It's a beautiful purse," said Mr. Slinger. "Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class." "I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up," Lilly said, and she marched out of the classroom. On the way home, Lilly opened the purse. Her glasses were inside, and her quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks in the bottom of the purse. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lilly ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lilly decided to sit on the uncooperative chair. "I'll stay here a million years for Mr. Slinger. Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1099. That night, Lilly drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a new story about him, too. Lilly was really, really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her especially incredible teacher. And then the sun shined smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms. The end. Listen up, I forgive everyone. Could be principal, kind, good, nice. I am really, really, really sorry. I really, really am sorry. Worms, bugs, oops, Lilly. I'm an author. Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty treats for Lilly to take to school the next day. "I think Mr. Slinger will understand," said Lily's mother. "I know he will," said Lily's father. "How could he resist my no-frill cheese balls?" The next morning, Lilly got to school really early. "These are for you," said Lilly to Mr. Slinger, "because I'm really, 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 really sorry." Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note, and he sampled the snacks. "Wow," said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. "What do you think we should do with this?" said Mr. Slinger. That's the one she put in his backpack. "Could we just throw it away?" asked Lilly. Excellent idea. During sharing time, Lilly demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star sunglasses. It's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. 3 quarters are even better than $1 because they make noise. Glamorous protection from harmful rays. Then she did a little performance using them as props. "It's called interpretive dance," said Lilly. Mr. Slinger joined in. "Wow," said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside of her desk. She peeked at them often, but she did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lilly snacks to everyone's delight. "What do you want to be when you grow up?" asked Mr. Slinger. "A teacher," everybody responded. Lily's was the loudest. "Excellent choice," said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lilly held on to her plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lilly ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home, and she was happy. And she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer, or a surgeon, or an ambulance driver, or a diva, or a pilot, or a hairdresser, or a scuba diver. Thanks for reading with me.